Walking football is one of the fastest growing sports amongst the over 50s. Ayr United Football Academy has been running walking football sessions in Ayr and Prestwick. But what is walking football? We went down to Ayr Pro Soccer to learn more about the sport.
It may be played at a slow pace, but walking football is a sport that is growing rapidly across the country. The sport has now been launched by Ayr United Football Academy and hopes to get over 50s who have an interest in football and staying fit back into sport. The key difference in the rules from standard football is that if a player runs, they can see the free kick to the other side. This restriction, together with a ban on slide tackles, is aimed at both avoiding injuries and facilitating the playing of the sport by those who are physically disadvantaged. The manner in which the sport is played promotes cardiovascular fitness whilst producing the least amount of stress on the body. It also assists participants maintain an active lifestyle. We at UWS News decided to pop down to Ayr Pro Soccer to take in a game and speak to some of the players and coaches. Harry and Dennis are two players that have nothing but praise for the walking football programme.
Right lads, so Harry and Dennis, how did you get involved with the walking football?
Well, it was just a friend of mine decided that it was something that we needed to do, a bit of exercise. It sounded easy, walking, but my goodness, you work up a sweat. Except he doesn't work up a sweat, look at his brow.
What about yourself, how did you get involved?
Well, last time I seen it on the television and I fancied it, so I went on to the internet and found out that Ayr United was running it down in Ayr, so...
And is it doing its job in keeping you fit?
Absolutely. I mean, this is not, rain here. No, it's really good. It's very competitive. People think that it's walking, but yeah, sometimes you get occasional little run.
I think I saw a little
the
bit
video
of
evidence, I think, will show. But no, I get a lot of exercise out of it. But early on, and I would say this is maybe a little criticism, everybody needs to stretch before they go on. We're getting at an age that you kind of just run about like 2-year-olds.
Yeah.
So it's a good exercise. Everybody enjoys it. It's 2 or 3 times a week, and long may it continue.
Yeah. I suppose as well, it's obviously the football inside of it is decent, but it's probably the social aspect as well to it.
Yes, it's a great crowd of boys that play football. It's smashing. We play twice a week, and it's most of the same crowd of boys we play, and it's really good. You see it's competitive, but it's really great fun, and it is great exercise. Really.
I was going to say, alright, judging by what I saw, it is very, very competitive.
It is, but it never gets to that stage where it gets serious. I mean, everybody has a laugh about it afterwards. Everybody shakes hands. That's the way it should be, and I thoroughly enjoy it. And I would recommend it to any 50-year-old.
Certainly, yes.
Though the competitiveness is there, walking football remains a largely social benefit to most of the players, with many meeting up several times a week to play. Though it's still in its infancy, it's without doubt that walking football is on the rise. Nicky Devlin is one of the coaches at Ayr United that run the programme.
So Nicky, walking football, do you want to tell us a little bit more about it?
It's I'm one of the academy coaches here, and I was told we were going to start the kind of programme up. It was something I was a wee bit maybe apprehensive about. I wasn't sure kind of what it had been like or how it went, but I've been doing it now for it's probably 4 or 5 months now. It's been brilliant. It's really enjoyable. A lot harder than I thought it was going to be at first. When I kind of thought about it, I was like, well, there can't really be too much to it. But the games, as you've probably seen today, they get quite fast and it's good tempo and stuff to it. But no, it was good. It's good fun as well.
It's kind of settled for all the gentlemen in mind. But what's the popularity been like for it?
Yeah, that is probably the main kind of. People that come to it, the participants are kind of older guys, but you do still get some kind of maybe younger guys coming that get injuries and stuff and can't play the full kind of game or can't play kind of 5-a-sides when it's running and stuff. So they can kind of come along as well. So it's open. It's kind of open to kind of anybody, really.
It's called walking football, which is kind of self-explanatory, but there are other rules to it.
I think there's what we do is there's 3 kind of main rules. There's obviously, as you said, the first one is walking football, so you can only walk. Only the goalkeeper's allowed in the box, and the ball's not allowed to go above head height, which is a wee bit it's a tough one at times because I think maybe sometimes when the goalie makes saves and the ball goes above head height, the other team get the ball back, which is a bit unfair. But no, there's kind of 3 main rules, and we try and just stick to them.
Yeah, it goes without saying, like looking around, it's great fun for the lads, but like it serves a kind of a health benefit to
Oh,
it
aye,
as well.
definitely. And as I said, some people maybe they can't play like the full game now, or like parks are maybe too big, or injuries, stuff like that. So it gets people moving about for like, obviously it's just over an hour we play, so gets people moving about, and you get a lot of kind of distance covered in that hour because you're on the move non-stop, even though you're just walking.
Yep. And finally, I suppose we just finish off and what do you think of the standard?
Standard, it's alright, it's good, apart from when one of the other coaches, Mick, when he takes part, it kind of goes down a wee bit. But no, the guys you can tell the guys that maybe used to kind of play junior football, or maybe were ex-senior and stuff, you can tell, even though there's no running involved, you can still tell who was probably the players and stuff. But no, it's good, and I think the enjoyment, everybody enjoys it, no matter kind of how good or bad they are. So no, it's good fun.
These lads may be all over 50, but with goals like this the norm, you'd be forgiven for thinking otherwise. For UWS News, along with Ayr United Football Academy, I'm Jonathan Kelly.
I am delighted to say that I am now joined by Woking football players Gary McLaughlin and John Gemmell. So guys, could you just tell me, when did you first decide to participate in Woking football?
Well, I think, Jonathan, you're going to say I had a heart operated, 2 heart attacks not too long ago. I've now got 7 stents in my heart. But my wife sort of forced me into it, and then David Watson from the Ayr United Football Academy sort of twisted my arm. I was a bit reluctant to go, but went about 9 weeks ago, and just changed whole lifestyle.
Well, when I retired a couple of years ago, I was obviously looking for activities to keep me busy and to keep me active as much as anything, and so that was really what drew me to the football.
So Gary, we were just saying there that you had heart surgery. Just what are the health benefits of Woking football?
Oh, it's massive. I mean, a lot of the guys, friends that you talk to sort of poo-poo the sort of Woking football and just can't imagine what it's like, the exertion and things there. But I mean, it's mental. The mental activity is huge. Strength in my legs and things. I mean, all benefits. The camaraderie of it all is all good, but for my heart, everything is just fantastic. It's a huge difference.
So does it require a lot of fitness then?
Well, you gradually build up. I mean, we were at different levels, different people, different levels, and as you play more, you get fitter, you get stronger. We're all at different levels. We're just enjoying it.
I think the point Gary makes is a valid one about the other people who aren't involved don't understand how it can get you fit, but in fact it's the fact that we've all played football in the past, albeit many years ago, it becomes quite competitive, and it's that competitive edge, I think, that gives us all a bit of stimulus in the game, and that's really what we're getting from it.
So it's not just like turn up and just play. So people take it very seriously.
Oh, very seriously, yes. Yeah.
No, but there are. I mean, you do cater for. I mean, there's different people there, as I say, different levels, different ages, different mobility. So it is actually for everyone.
Yeah. There is, obviously, you're speaking about the fitness aspect of the game, but there is obviously a social side of the game as well. Can you tell me a wee bit about that?
Well, I mean, it gets, John had said, get active. It gets you out of the, sitting on the couch at home watching lovely daytime television. But the banter and the camaraderie, I said earlier, is great. I mean, it's people similar age who've had similar interests and past interests, interests in football.
It's also, I think, it's re-established relationships with people that you actually knew years ago and probably hadn't had much contact with since, and we've all sort of drifted back. So we're actually sort of re-establishing friendships that weren't there, that have been around for a long time, just because of the football.
Obviously the game is getting more and more popular. There is a tournament going on next month, is it, in Edinburgh?
Yes, there is. In I think it's the 19th of June. We're hoping to get 2 teams up to Spartans Park up in Edinburgh. This is the second year I think that this particular tournament has run, and we won at Glasgow last year as well. And I think it's an indication of the growth of Woking football within Scotland, that there's enough teams now and enough interest that they can run these competitions. So as I say, we're hoping to take 2 teams up to participate in this competition.
Thank you very much, John. Thank you very much, Gary. Best of luck in the tournament next week.
Okay, thanks.